Hello, everybody. It's me again, Jair Gutierrez. As it may have been for some of you or all of you, today's speech marks a special one. Not only is it our last one for the semester, but today we get to discuss a culture that may be significant or may have been significant to us as individuals. We get to express it through objects or items in our daily household. It's a speech where we can have a chance to put recognition to the unrecognized. Not avoiding any ethnic affiliation in this video, but simply spotlighting group or community affiliation. Because in the end of it all, home is where the heart is. That is why I have these gloves today. These gloves represent an ambitious childhood, unfulfilled in the cage, but represented and upheld in the streets. They're a symbol of fierceness, respect, and discipline. These act judgment by the hands of a nation's warrior and our world's most modern day gladiators. It's the fighting culture. Since childhood, I have been a fan of the MMA sport, but a fan is all I really simply remained. I had come to Arkansas in around 2005. Around then, there were only two MMA gyms near me, but near me in the case of only 10 to 15 miles near me. At that age, in a very rural area that I lived in with no public transit or sidewalk systems, I clearly had no money to pay for at that age too for training. So years passed, a couple years passed, and both gyms closed down. So there I was again, limited to my neighborhood. When I hear of fighter stories of them and their own uprisings, I see my own lifestyle a little, a true passion. Many of them starting out just like me, growing up with very little pocket change, finding themselves in predicaments, then becoming modern day gladiators representing their own country. Many of these guys and girls experience extreme discipline in their days, and even spent time mastering level headedness. But what I love most about the sport is the culture, the community that's built in it, and the brotherhood that's built around it. To the extent of where you and your opponent are looking at each other in the eyes, bloodied and battered from head to toe, delivering smack talk to amp each other up. How else better to know someone than through their teeth and blood? I was at a friend's gathering when I met this guy my age who apparently had a training gym he opened down in the Buffalo. His name is Anthony. Excited to find that out, we start talking, spatting ideas, and even opinions that are nothing but similar to one another. What I love about the culture is that the fighters can go out and represent their country through the use of their fists, honorable as hell. Anthony suggested an opinion that struck me because it had never come across my mind before. He suggested that fighting is what he believes should be the solving of wars. Considering the savagery of the Islamic extremists in the East right now, this idea is kind of voided for that situation. Our great troops are across seas taking care of that as of this moment. But sadly enough, they're not home. But what if, in future sense, could the fighting culture can spread even more nationally and democratically?